1400 WJZM Radio. 69 degrees at 7:09. On the way musically this hour, some Hall & Oates, Joe Jackson, as well as some Curtis Mayfield. And don't forget, Sports Now Update with Justin Swallows comes your way at 7:20, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville. You ready for some birthdays?
I am.
Okay.
I'd like to know whose
Larry
birthday.
Fitzgerald, wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, arguably one of the best in the NFL, 34 years
34.
old. Mm-hmm.
He's getting old.
Chris Tucker, of course, the rush hour. Anyway, he's 45.
Is he?
Yeah, and you know, there's a rumor that he's working on 2 sequels to Last Friday and Rush Hour 4.
Do we need a Rush Hour 4?
I mean, why
Jackie
not?
Chan is what, 80? I mean, he's in
not?
a walker now.
I mean, you know, go ahead. You know,
can't do stunts.
Debbie Gibson's 47. Edwin Moses, one of my favorite track stars.
Yeah.
In the hurdles. Man, that guy.
He can run. He can hop.
Yes.
He can skip.
You know, from 1977 to 1987, he won 122 races in a row.
In a row.
Every time you saw him every time he stepped on the track, okay, give it to him. Who's running for second? Who's running for second? You know.
Who's third? Can I get a third over here?
I love Edwin Moses. Richard Gere. And his Goebbels.
Wait a minute. How much?
68.
68.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yep. Van Morrison. Genius.
74.
72.
Oh.
You were close.
Yeah.
Well, we got one more day till the Labor Day weekend. You got any plans for the Labor Day weekend?
Just trying to make it there.
Trying to get there.
Yeah.
You got one more day to get to the Labor Day weekend, John.
Well, no, I've got 3 more. I've got Sunday.
Oh.
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And then I'll make it to Labor Day.
Okay.
And then I'll labor.
Well, and then you got to look forward to 19 days talking like a pirate day.
Arr,
there you go. There you go.
Matey.
Well, just the R.
Arr.
Yeah. 78 days till the movie Justice League comes out. 106 days till Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
Yes.
And of course, next week it comes out with, what's the name of that clown?
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
Yeah, Pennywise.
Now, I don't like it that clowns are getting a bad rap.
Well, clowns can be scary to some folks.
People. Yeah, they can. But then there's Clarabelle and there's Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, they're not scary. Yeah. They're good clowns.
Big 1400 WJZM Radio. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, 69 degrees, rain with us all day today and tonight and tomorrow. Shoot, could be some flash flooding, so be on the lookout for that. Don't forget, the Big 1400 presents the Ball Network Notebook with Bob Kessling. This morning, 7:50 on the Big 1400. Comes your way each day, Monday through Friday. Bob Kessling, yeah, baby. We're into football on the Big 1400. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, 69 degrees, rain, and 720, just ahead of Sports Now Update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville.
It's an umbrella alert.
Umbrella alert?
Umbrella alert.
Okay, John. Folks, it is an umbrella alert. John Michaels wanted you to know. I think
Umbrella alert day. Oh.
I think it's a backstroke alert. You know, they're talking
Could
about
be a hairspray alert day.
Yeah, well,
because the wind's going to be blowing.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely a bad hair day.
We got to get some hairspray for our hair.
Oh, no. You need to get some bobby pins and a scarf. Or wear a cap like we do.
Yeah, and that way it all stays just kind of mashed down.
You don't have to worry about it.
That's right.
But the rain will continue today, tonight, and tomorrow, and sometime Saturday morning, and we could be some flash flooding. Expect a high today of 78, rain, and 66 for an overnight low. Tomorrow, rain and a high of 69. By the weekend, as we head into this Labor Day weekend, warmer Saturday, 76 for a high. Sunday looking very good, very good. 81 for Ohio with plenty of sunshine. Right now it's 69 degrees. Back in the day. 130 years ago in 1887, Thomas Edison, man, this guy, he received a patent for this crazy kinetoscope.
What was it?
It was a strange device that projected moving pictures. So how'd that work out? How'd that work out for him?
Well, let me see.
IMAX.
Yeah.
129 years ago, 1888, Jack the Ripper's first victim was discovered when Mary Ann Nichols was found murdered in her London apartment.
Ooh.
And 54 years ago, 1963, Walter Cronkite, Uncle Walter,
yes,
began his anchorman duties at CBS News. Of course, he retired in 1981. You know, you think about
it does not seem that long ago, does it?
He was succeeded by Dan Rather, who has since been replaced by Katie Couric, who's since been replaced by Scott Pelley, who's since been replaced by Anthony Mason.
Yeah, it's been a revolving door.
That's right. Get them chairs. 41 years ago, 1976, George Harrison of the Beatles was found guilty of subconscious plagiarism of the chiffon song "He's So Fine" in his "My Sweet Lord." After 5 years of appeals, the decision cost George almost $500,000. Yep.
Big money for him.
Yeah, and of course, 20 years ago, 1997, Princess Di and her dashing Arab companion, international playboy Dodi Al-Fayed, and their drunk chauffeur, Henri Paul, died in a car crash in Paris. 19 years ago, 1998, Titanic became the first movie in North America to earn more than $600 million.
You know what? It didn't earn any of that off me.
You didn't?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
It's not on my list.
Of course, that record was smashed by Avatar. It earned almost $750 million in its first run in theaters.
It was okay.
Man. Avatar?
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, it was the same director, James Cameron.
I know.
You know.
I don't.
You know, they toss around. And 8 years ago, 2009, Walt Disney Company announced its acquisition of Marvel Entertainment for $4 billion.
How much?
$4 billion.
Billion.
Yeah.
Say it fast.
Yeah. Time now for Sports Now Update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville.
This Sports Now update is presented by Culver's of Clarksville, famous for handcrafted butter burgers. Get yours at 140 Southampton Place.
College football season gets further underway tonight with various matchups scattered throughout the evening, including one featuring the Austin Peay State University Governors. Coach Will Healy and company arrived last night in Cincinnati in time to hold a final walkthrough at Paul Brown Stadium, home of the NFL's Cincinnati Bengals. The Gridiron Govs will kick off their season tonight in prime time with a 6 o'clock showdown against the University of Cincinnati Bearcats. Austin Peay fans can watch that game live on ESPN3. Also, there's big news today for area college basketball fans as Austin Peay's new head coach Matt Figger rolled out an ambitious 2017-18 schedule. In addition to revamping the Governor's roster, Coach Figger found time to put together the most fan-friendly out-of-conference home schedule in recent memory at APSU. The pre-conference home lineup features games against UNC Asheville, Troy, Alabama A&M, Miami of Ohio, and Western Kentucky. You can see the entire schedule and browse season ticket options online at apsugovernors.com. And lastly today, just a quick reminder that 4 area high school football games for this weekend have been moved to Austin Peay's Forterra Stadium. Kenwood versus Northeast and Rossview versus Wilson Central will take place on Saturday at the P starting at noon. Meanwhile, Friday night will feature Clarksville Academy against Zion Christian and Clarksville High versus Lewisburg, Mississippi, with action beginning at 4 p.m. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Made to order, never frozen Midwest beef served on a toasted buttery bun is just the beginning at Culver's of Clarksville. The experience crescendos into fresh homemade custard that you can customize into delectable treats like sundaes, banana splits, or one of their signature concrete mixers. You'll be treated like family and fed like royalty at Culver's of Clarksville, near Exit 4 just off Wilma Rudolph Boulevard at 140 Southampton Place. Culver's of Clarksville. Welcome to Delicious.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. Don't forget that Justin comes your way at 8:20 with another Sports Now update brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville. And then this afternoon, 3:20 and 6:20, he brings you right here on the Big 1400. He brings you another edition of Sports Now. This afternoon, brought to you by Mr. Appliance on the Big 1400. WJZM Radio, Chicago Cubs baseball. Yeah, they take on the Atlanta Braves tonight. Airtime 6 o'clock. First pitch around 6:35 on the Big 1400 with Curtis Mayfield. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, 69 degrees at 7:29. Don't forget, Greg Walker Sports Talk comes your way this afternoon, 4 to 6 p.m. It's the Court. Expect the unexpected, as Greg is here to talk about everything there is to talk about in sports. 4 to 6 p.m. this afternoon on the Big 1400. This is Hall & Oates.
Everybody's high on consolation. Everybody's trying to tell me what is right for me. Yeah. I need a drink and a quick decision. Now it's up to me. What will be? She's gone. She's gone. I better learn how to face. She's gone. She's gone. I pay the devil to replace her. She's gone. She's gone. What went wrong? Get up
Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Daryl Hall and John Oates, 69 degrees, headed up to a high today with the rain of around 78. Watch for flooding. Be careful if you're driving. School buses are running, so be aware of that in the school zones. The Big 1400 presents a high school football game of the week, and there have been some changes, as Justin shared with us on the Sports Now update. Now, one of the changes is that Clarksville Academy will still play Zion Christian Academy, but the game will start at 3:45 on the Big 1400, kickoff at 4 o'clock. So airtime 3:45 Friday afternoon, kickoff at 4 o'clock. Clarksville Academy, the Cougars taking on the Zion Christian Academy. Well, have you ever taken an Uber?
No.
You've never taken Uber?
What isn't? Oh, okay, an Uber.
Yeah. The top 10 things that you'd be surprised to know about Uber. It's done to the taxi industry what opioids have done to Ohio. Yeah.
I don't know if
Bad.
That's bad.
They're helping out the victims of Hurricane Harvey at peak pricing, of course. They're really, sticking to
$25 a mile.
Driving for them is a fun, new way to let others know that you've given up on life. What are you doing? I drive for Uber. One or two of their vehicles nationwide do not smell like stale throw up. A protein spill.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Unlike cabbies, most of their drivers don't have names that sound like Velcro ripping. Top things you should know that you'd be surprised to know about Uber. Yes, they are trying to blow off your olfactory receptors with the driver's cologne. A little heavy in there.
Who's that, Old Spice?
Mike. A little heavy on that cologne and the Old Spice.
My name is Mike.
Yeah.
I am here.
My name is Mike.
I am here to drive you.
Before qualifying as a driver, you need to pass a pointless chit-chat test.
Yeah, hey, how you doing there, buddy?
So you can have some conversation.
That's right.
On the long way. If it had existed 40 years ago, we would never have to suffer through Tony's Danza. What was that, the movie Taxi?
Yeah.
Driving for Uber offers flexible hours, decent pay, and best of all, time away from your family.
Yeah.
Top things you'd be surprised to know about Uber. Customers have taken over 1 billion trips with Uber, and for 10 of those trips, they weren't even drunk.
Hey, take me over to 10th Street.
Despite what your driver may tell you, no Uber car is ever pants optional. Don't believe it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
What's this in the seat?
Oh, and the top things that you'd be surprised to know about Uber, some of their male drivers are only slightly creepy.
Yeah. Well, some of the other ones are as well.
I know.
When was the last time you took a taxi?
Man. It was in my heathen days.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the last time I took a taxi.
I took one not too long ago.
I think the last time I took a taxi was in Vegas.
Vegas.
Yes.
I took one.
I mean, that's it. You have?
Yeah.
Where were you going? To
Madison
the river?
Street.
To jump off the bridge?
No, I was going to Madison Street.
Where you? Oh, I thought you were going. Oh.
No, I was going to
How was your experience
a
on
local
a taxi?
establishment.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of taking a chance, I just take a taxi.
Yeah, so you could have somebody drive you home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they take it, and then you call them
In case you got that
2 o'clock.
whiskey,
That's right.
got the best of you, right?
I don't know where I'm
Well,
at.
that's good. That's good that you have a designated
But
driver.
It was a little creepy, but not too bad.
Do we have Ubers in Clarksville?
Yes, we do. There's an app. There's an Uber app. And
one of my
we do
daughters,
have Uber
she, when we were traveling this summer, we were in Houston or Virginia. Take Uber, Dad. Take Uber, Dad. And she swears about Uber.
Yeah, she uses it a lot?
Yeah, she does.
Really?
Yeah, she does. Yeah, lots of times. She uses it in Nashville all the time. I think she's got a couple of
I don't guess it could be any worse than a regular taxi. I mean,
I don't know. Oh, no.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
she's got some regulars that she can call. Yeah.
One she knows and can trust.
And she likes them.
My name is Mike. I'm here to pick you up.
Hey! What is your name? My name is Michael.
At home,
I'm
they
here-
call me Mr. Patel.
You want to go to the bridge?
Yeah.
You want me to come back and pick you up? I'll do that. I'll do that for you.
Extra $20.
Oh, you don't need me to come pick you up. One way, huh? To the bridge.
Yeah.
The big 1400. Don't forget, we've got Vol calls coming up, or the Vol Network notebook coming up at 7:50 with Bob Kessling on the big 1400.
There's finally a stress-free, no-risk way to buy a new mattress thanks to Beds Express. With their Triple Z guarantee, there's literally no way you can go wrong. Don't waste another night tossing and turning on your old, worn-out bed. Dive into affordable comfort at Beds Express in Clarksville at 1767 Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, Bellevue at 7643 Highway 70 South, and in Murfreesboro at 2222 Medical Center Parkway. Beds Express, Middle Tennessee's better sleep solution.
Why settle for less when you can get more at Wyatt Johnson in Clarksville, your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. Score and win with Wyatt Johnson GMC Buick, Toyota, Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru, as well as 3 pre-owned superstores for more selection in minutes versus days, shopping place to place. We are the region's largest GMC Buick dealer, the area's newest Toyota dealer, and home of the Hyundai, Mazda, and Subaru giant. You always get more at your winning team in Kentucky and Tennessee. The Wyatt Johnson Automotive Family in Clarksville.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
Queen City Disposal is your locally owned and operated refuse company, offering nearly 4 decades of quality service to the residential communities of Clarksville. They also offer commercial business services in Montgomery, Houston, Stewart, Dixon, Robertson, and Cheatham counties. Queen City Disposal is clean and green certified. At Queen City Disposal, they focus on personal customer service. You'll never be lost in the corporate jungle. Call Queen City Disposal today at 931-896-1500. That's 931-896-1500 and online at queencitydisposal.com.
Moore's Office Supply is Clarksville's office supply and furniture experts. For office equipment, desks, chairs, and more, depend on Moore's Office Supply. Located on Franklin Street across from the Catholic Church, Moore's has been your business partner for office supplies in the Clarksville, Fort Campbell area for years. Call Moore's at 645-7200. That's 645-7200. And we'll deliver it for free. Moore's Office Supplies, Clarksville's office supply headquarters.
Looking for a new golf experience? Tired of playing the same old courses? Try Clarksville's newest golf course, the River Club Golf and Learning Center, located along the Red River. The picturesque River Club offers some of the area's best golf, putting greens, and driving ranges. And while you're there, stop by and have lunch in the clubhouse or enjoy some live music in the evenings. It's open to the public and waiting for you. The River Club Golf and Learning Center, Clarksville's premier golf experience. Call the River Club of Clarksville today for more information. 931-919-3200. The River Club of Clarksville.
A few things I can count on in the morning. Not wanting to get up, but the alarm clock tells me I have no choice. A hot shower that gets me going, and the traffic that slows me down. But once I get to McDonald's, I can count on my kind of breakfast at a value, like a sausage biscuit, burrito, crispy hash browns, or a small hot McCafe coffee starting at just $1 each, or a sausage McMuffin for just $1.19. Count me in. A la carte only at participating restaurants. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
What's the most refreshing sound of summer? Close, but just listen. Ah, that's the sound of a fruity flavored Fanta orange soda, new at McDonald's for just $1. Okay, keep listening. Hear all your friends in there popping around? Cannonball!
This summer, check fruity flavored ice cold refreshment off your bucket list. Hurry and dive into any size Fanta orange soda, new at Mickey D's for just $1, or get a small McCafe frappe smoothie or shake for just $2. A la carte only. Limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or any combo meal. Fanta is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
The big 1400 WJZM radio, 70 degrees. Expect a high of around 78 with rain throughout the day. Some of it could be heavy at times, so you need to watch out for flash flooding in some of the low-lying areas. Tonight, that rain continues, and it gets worse because at night it's harder to see. In some of those areas that flood, it could be treacherous. 66 for an overnight low. Friday, rain and a high of 69 with that chance of flooding with us once again. Right now we're at 70 degrees at 7:42 at the Big 1400. Chuck and John for the Thursday edition of the Good Morning Clarksville show. Hope your day is going well. This is the final day of August, y'all. Then we're into September. I can't wait. The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, where we've got high school football, Clarksville High School football, the Wildcats versus Lewisburg, Mississippi. The Patriots of Lewisburg, Mississippi are coming to town. Airtime tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Kickoff at 7:30 at Forterra Stadium. That's true. On 105.1 The Wolf, our sister station. Of course, Taylor Stokes and Howard Spurgeon will have all the play-by-play. Tomorrow, Clarksville High School football as they entertain. Welcome the Lewisburg, Mississippi Patriots. 7 o'clock airtime, 7:30 kickoff on 105.1 The Wolf, Tennessee's country legends.
I saw her sitting in the rain, raindrops falling on her. She didn't seem to care. She sat there and smiled at me. Then I knew she could make me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. The flower girl, oh, out of Suddenly the sun broke through. See the sun. I turned around, she was gone. Where did she go? All I had left was one bit of love in my hand. But I knew she had made me happy. Flowers in her hair, flowers everywhere. Was she reality or just a dream to me? Her love showed me the way to find a sunny day.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, just ahead of the Ball Network Notebook with Bob Kessling on the Big 1400. Well, 6 healthy things that you could overdose on. I've got a list of 6 healthy things and how much it would take to overdose on them and die.
Oh, is
Now,
this like
some-
medicine
Yeah,
or
well,
vegetables?
No, it's really
If I eat
a
too
lot
many
of
carrots,
different.
will I?
Yeah, it's 6 different things. Some of them are impossible because you just can't eat that much. But here's how much your body can handle. Number 1, chocolate. More and more studies are finding health benefits from chocolate. But if an average 150-pound person, so that don't even include us, a 150-pound person ate 85 chocolate bars in one day, they'd be in trouble. Is this MP Media? Hello? Is this Neil Tartley Parchment? On standby.
Chuck ate 85 candy bars this morning.
85 Snicker bars, Hershey's bars.
They say
Do you
dark
have a
chocolate is good, though.
Yeah, there are health benefits, yeah. In modicum, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite candy bar?
0.
I haven't, yeah.
I like 0 bars.
Yeah.
Can't find them hardly anywhere.
No.
I do like them.
I like Hershey's.
Yeah.
Plain. I like, on occasion, Snickers.
Yeah.
On occasion, Milky Ways. Yeah. You know, I really like Hershey's Kisses, though.
Yeah.
I get mad at the paper because, you know, I'll
trying to rip it off.
Yeah, well, I'm eating some, and, you know, I'm usually sitting down or reading or something, and then when I get up, I'm finding this little cellophane, this, you know,
The
aluminum
little pieces
foil,
of foil
little pieces
everywhere.
all over, everywhere. Follow
And your
me on
wife's
that.
going, Chuck!
Yeah, but we're
Why did
talking
you do
about
that?
healthy things that you could overdose on.
Yeah, that's what your wife was saying.
Yeah,
Why'd you
that's
do that?
it.
Why'd you make that mess?
Toothpaste.
Toothpaste? Who eats toothpaste?
Now well, listen. I mean, you could overdose on. If you ate 24 tubes in 24 hours, you could die of a fluoride overdose. Well, it
sicker
is-
than a dog.
Well, I know. Sometimes people have when they're brushing their teeth, they swallow the toothpaste.
Yeah, no.
But if you were to eat 24 tubes,
I could go there, but I'm not.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper. Of course, it's a lot healthier than salt, but 129 teaspoons of pepper could kill you.
Well, I would
37,
suppose so.
38. Yeah.
Golly. Who
Why?
takes time to study all this
I
stuff?
don't know. Here you are. Coffee.
Yeah.
Now, a study just found people who drink 4 cups of coffee a day live longer. But.
Oh, there's always that caveat, I know. What is it? If you drink 6, you'll die, right?
No, if you had 70 cups in one day, you'd probably die.
I would never have 70. But I might have 12.
That's a lot.
I might have 12 cups a day sometimes.
You're on your way. You're on. The caffeine police are looking out for you. You're on your way.
MP Media, he
Water.
70 cups.
If you chugged 1.5 gallons all at once, you might die. It can make your brain cells swell up and cause seizures or even death. I know that. You know, drinking too much water all at once.
Yeah. It's not good.
Okay, and music. Now, even though music helps us relax, but in theory, music that's loud enough could kill you. At around 185 decibels, it would burst your lungs or cause an embolism. But don't worry. Even if you're near the speakers at a really loud concert, that's about 120 decibels. Anything above 150 would rupture your eardrum. So you probably know something was up at that point when your eardrum.
I would think so. That's
Yeah.
probably what's wrong with mine now.
Yeah, well, you turn these speakers up so loud in the studio.
I know.
Here. You know, especially when one of your jams comes on.
Well, you know what?
Yeah, you had the cow seals just blasting.
I know it.
The walls were reverberating.
I like the cow seals.
You just get carried away. Anytime he puts on the cow seals or the turtles, I want you to know he's up dancing. He's up dancing, y'all. The Big 1400. Time now for Vol Network Notebook with Bob Kessling on the Big 1400.
Tennessee is in game week mode for Georgia Tech. This is the Vol Network Notebook, brought to you by your local Farmers Co-op. Co-op, farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee Volunteers have just a few more days left to prepare for Monday night's season opening game with Georgia Tech in Atlanta. Coach Butch Jones said it's another big stage for this Tennessee program.
It's a great opportunity for our football team, for our football program to go to Atlanta, play against a very, very good football team in a great environment, a great new stadium, and it's all going to be about our focus, our discipline to execute.
To beat Georgia Tech, Coach Jones said the Vols will have to be disciplined and play their assignments.
They don't give up very many big plays, so they force you to beat them through execution, and that's how they win. They win through execution, and again, we have to be a disciplined football team to handle all that and match that discipline snap per snap.
Couple of notes from Coach Jones's press conference on Wednesday. No announcement on a starting quarterback. Could be a game-time decision between Quentin Dormady and Jared Garantano. Middle linebacker Darren Kirkland Jr. underwent knee surgery this week, and the hope is he'll miss just a few weeks. Offensive tackle Drew Richmond has been suspended for the Georgia Tech game. Marcus Tatum and Brett Kendrick will start at the tackles against the Yellow Jackets. On football Saturdays at Neyland Stadium, there are long-standing traditions that make for an unforgettable experience. There's the Vol Walk, the Power Tee, and singing along with over 100,000 diehard fans as the band plays Rocky Top after a Tennessee touchdown. At your local farmer-owned co-op, they understand the importance and impact of these traditions because for over 70 years, they've had a few of their own, like friendly service, top-notch products, and trusted advice. Co-op, proudly farming Big Orange Country. Tennessee will fly to Atlanta on Sunday and get ready for Monday night's 8 p.m. kickoff against Georgia Tech. Vol Network coverage of the game starts at 6:30 Eastern, 5:30 Central Time. Reporting for the Vol Network, I'm Bob Kessler.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, and don't forget, we will have the University of Tennessee football game this Monday, September 4th, versus Georgia Tech.
Do you know
big 1400 WJZM Radio. 70 degrees in downtown Clarksville. We'll take an extended look at our weather forecast after this update in national news.
WJZM Radio, Clarksville, Tennessee.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. Navigating the streets of Houston, taking on a whole new meaning and sound with several feet of water still on the ground and residents like Patrick Tobias getting around by boat.
It kind of caught us by surprise. The water level rose overnight, which is what made it crazy.
A Houston area chemical plant that lost power after Harvey flooded the area has been rocked by 2 explosions. Arkamas says the Harris County Emergency Operations Center reported the 2 explosions and black smoke coming from the plant early this morning. Authorities in Texas say they have confirmed 6 more deaths from Harvey, bringing the toll to at least 31. And there are hidden dangers in those floodwaters. A Houston mother warning people to stay out of Harvey's waters after her son was electrocuted while wading through that water to check on his sister's home. Jodelle Pasick says her 25-year-old son Andrew was unaware that a landscape light had electrified the water nearby when he stepped into it Tuesday afternoon, claiming his life. Houston's population is growing, but when Harvey hit last weekend, there were far fewer homes and other properties in the area with flood insurance than 5 years ago. FEMA National Flood Insurance Director Rory Wright says there's only so much the government can do, and this should be a lesson to everybody that appropriate insurance coverage is needed.
Clearly, we're in a position where we need to see far more coverage going forward. And I speak about that particularly for areas beyond those that are directly being hit right now. Clearly, our attention needs to be to those survivors first.
An Associated Press investigation has revealed a sharp 9% drop in flood coverage compared to a year ago. And that means many residents fleeing Harvey's floodwaters have no financial backup to fix their homes and may have to draw on savings or go into debt or perhaps be forced to sell their homes and get out from underneath. On Wall Street, Dow futures right now are up 36 points. NASDAQ futures up by 8 and S&P 500 futures up 4 points. This is SRN News.
The big 1400 WJZM Radio. Clarksville area weather. Rain continuing today, tonight, and tomorrow, ending Saturday. Watch for some flooding because of the continuous rain. We could possibly get up to 8 inches of rain. 78 for a high today. 66 for an overnight low. And for Friday, rain and a high of 69. Labor Day weekend looking good as the rain will be out of here by Saturday afternoon. Expect a high of around 76. And Sunday, plenty of sunshine, a high of 81. Currently, rain and 70 degrees in downtown Clarksville. With a look at traffic, here's John Michaels.
Good morning. Your Thursday commute, not bad for today. Looks like the streets are damp, so be sure and allow yourself a little extra time as you go to stop this morning. No accidents to report in the city or the county at the moment. No traffic stops underway. These areas are always slow this time of day. Wilma Rudolph Boulevard, New Providence Boulevard, Fort Campbell traffic on 41A, and the intersection of Madison Street and MLK Boulevard, also 48 and 13, very busy, especially out by Montgomery Central. 41A out in Sango is busy as well. 79 St. Bethlehem is slow. And the MLK 76 connector is slow in a couple of spots as well. Now, if you are headed to Nashville this morning, 24 does look good all the way into Davidson County. Let's check in with Commander Chuck and see what's going on with the traffic in Nashville this morning.
Well, good morning. Visibility is down out here this morning, but it's bumper to bumper as we look at it live right now on 40 westbound here at Spence Lane, Bell Road at Blue Hole Road. There's an accident there, 65 northbound. It's going to be right near Briley Parkway, an accident involving injuries. It's northbound. The heaviest flow, of course, is southbound in that area. Now, for a limited time, switch over to Cricket. Get a free phone, car charger, earpiece. Go by the Cricket store, 904 Murfreesboro Pike. I'm Commander Chuck, your on-time traffic.
And that's been a look at your latest national news, your weather, and traffic all together this morning on the Big 1400. And that brings us to another hour of what?
Good morning, Clarksville.
With Chuck Edwards.
And we're all together, John.
We are.
We are all together. The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. You know, I was looking at the Weather Channel, and the potential for us to be up to 5 to 8 inches of rain. Oh, please be careful out there. The Big 1400.
What's an hour of the day? We throw it
1400 WJZM Radio, 70 degrees and rain throughout the day. On the way this hour musically, Looking Glass and Bob Dylan and Dee Clark. Well, you thought school shopping was over, but a lot of school systems don't start until after Labor Day. So
That's
lot of
the
people,
way it
yeah, a lot
used to be.
Yeah, with everybody, that seemed to be the way it was.
The way
but now
it needs to
some
be.
people get. It's just a matter of how they have their school calendar. But some people are still doing their school shopping. And unfortunately, there isn't any real situation these days where someone won't pull out a gun.
Oh, no.
There isn't really a situation where people aren't packing.
Yeah. More people are packing now than ever.
Yeah, and
what's that bulge? Thanks.
No,
It's a
it's
44.
not a bulge. Some of them are just, they just wear it out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
They don't even try to hide
and I
it.
don't know. I don't know.
Like Dirty Harry.
That's another debate. But some families were doing back-to-school shopping at a Walmart in Novi, Michigan on Monday, and a woman grabbed the last notebook on the shelf. Now, two other women wanted it, and they started pushing the woman who had taken it and pulling her hair.
Oh, no.
So her mom pulled the gun on her. Fortunately, she didn't fire, and she did have a concealed carry license, but the police are still reviewing the videos to decide what charges will be filed. Oh yeah. And for what it's worth...
You left out an important detail?
Well, for what it's worth, the woman who initially grabbed the notebook and whose mom pulled the gun, she was the one who wound up getting the notebook and buying it. I mean, why not? I mean, she got the gun in her hand. Yeah, she got the power.
You want this notebook here?
Listen.
Take it. Go ahead. It's yours.
You got the notebook.
I'll pay for it.
You got the gun. We're not having this conversation.
I'll pay for it for you.
We're not even having this conversation.
What you call me? Tramp. You don't wear continental clothes or Stetson hats.
But I tell you one doggone thing. It makes me feel good to know one thing. I know I'm alive.
Out of opinion.
That's all right, Mama was.
So, you know what, Otis?
What?
You're country.
It's all right.
You straight from the Georgia woods.
That's good.
You know what? You wear overalls, them big old broke iron shoes, and you need a haircut, tramp.
Woman, you too. Ooh, Mama, grandmama. Papa, too. Oh, that's all right. But I'm the only son of a gun. On this side of the sun.
Right, that's what you got. You know what, Otis? I don't care what you say. You're still a tramp. That's right. You haven't even got a fat bankroll in your pocket. You probably haven't even got 25 cents.
I got 6 Cadillacs, 5 Lincoln, 4 Ford, 6 Mercury, 3 T-Birds, Mustang. Ooh, I'm a lover.
Prove it by me.
My mama was. My papa too.
What?
I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Well, tell me.
I know the sound of a gun, yeah. Inside of the sun.
You're a tramp, Otis.
No,
I don't care what you say. You're still a tramp.
call me that.
Look here. You ain't even got no money.
I got everything.
You can't buy me all those meats and sables and all that stuff I want.
I can buy meats, rats, frogs, squirrels, rabbits, anything you want.
Look, you can go out in the Georgia woods and catch them, baby.
Oh, but you goofy.
You're still a tramp. Tramp, Otis. You're just a tramp.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio, just ahead of a Sports Now
You're a
update.
tramp. Check it.
Yeah, I'll buy you anything. Sports Now update brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville with Justin Swallows comes your way at 8:20.
Yep.
You knew what happened. You know, I was out going towards the Bible study last night, and I noticed
what did you
out by the
see?
mall, the big pumpkin tin is up.
Oh, that big giant pumpkin that sprouts every year.
They need to go ahead and paint it because it's faded.
I know.
It's white now. And I know that they're white pumpkins, but, you know, traditionally it's orange. You know, and so they need to go ahead and paint it. We're just getting into this whole thing about fall, and, of course, this is the last day of August, so September comes around, and people just can't wait to start sending out their Christmas catalogs and putting stuff in layaway. No. And I have some good news for those of you that are into this pumpkin spice thing.
Oh, here we go.
Don't just eat it, and don't just drink pumpkin spice this fall. This year, my friends, you can make your body odor smell like it too. Is that cool or what? Your body odor, people, oh, you smell good enough to eat. Let me take a bite out of your arm. A company called Native just released pumpkin spice deodorant for both men and women.
Did I tell you we had to go to a commercial?
Well, and hey, I mean, it's all natural and organic. So it's not going to put you in contact with the chemicals like your regular deodorant does. You can order it now, but they're definitely not giving it away. A stick costs $12.
I wouldn't give them 1 penny.
Well, there's some people, though, who want to smell like pumpkin spice.
I dread all this time of year.
You know,
pumpkin spice latte, pumpkin spice milkshake, pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that, blah, blah, blah,
pumpkin
blah,
spice
blah.
coffee. Yeah. You're a pumpkin head.
I don't like it.
You're a pumpkin head.
It's a dreaded time of the year.
Yeah. And it's going to be, because we've got...
Oh, no, we still got 2 months to go.
2 months to go. What are we going to do? They'll come out with pumpkin spice tennis shoes, pumpkin spice everything.
No.
I'm afraid that's the times we live in, my brother. The Big 1400, WJZM with Chuck and John.
Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Whatever colors you have in your mind, I'll show them to you, and you'll see them shine. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay, stay with your man a while. Until the break of day, let me see you make 'em smile. His clothes are dirty, but his hands are clean. And you're the best thing that he's ever seen. Stay, lady, stay, stay with your man a while. For the world to begin, you can have your cake and eat it too. Why wait any longer for the one you love when he's standing in front of you? Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay, stay while the night is still ahead. I long to see you in the morning light. I long to reach for you in the night. Stay, lady, stay. Stay while the night is still ahead.
I'm sorry. I love that. I've always loved that song.
You do?
I do.
You request it like twice a week. No, I'm just kidding.
Twice a day.
Yeah,
I love
I'm
that
just
song.
joking.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, 721. We're just ahead of Sports Now Update with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville. Clarksville area weather. Rain continuing today, tonight, and tomorrow, and early part of Saturday. Expect a high today of 78. Now, the rain, we're in that zone where we could get potentially between 5 and 8 inches of snow.
Right.
No.
Snow? Oh, you said the word now. The grocery stores, all the bread's gone, the milk's gone, everything's gone.
Chuck,
on the snow, 8 inches.
You know you're going to the principal's office. But no, 5 to 8 inches of rain. And so that means that there will be some flooding in some of the low-lying areas, and a lot of areas that flooding will come on so quickly. So be careful where you drive. Make sure you look out for that flooding. 78 for a high today, 66 in the rain continuing tonight, and that's when it gets worse because it's dark and you can't see some of those areas where the water has risen.
It's true,
up.
and you can't tell. I mean, it looks like a puddle, and it may be 10 foot deep.
Yep. So be careful. And then tomorrow that rain continues. We can be on the lookout for flash flooding. Expect a high of 69. But then things get better by Saturday in that the rain should end by Saturday morning. Saturday, expect a high of 76 with some clouds giving way to some sunshine. And then Sunday, plenty of sunshine in the forecast. Expect a high of 81. Labor Day, Monday, I think there's a chance of rain. You know, I was looking at the long-range forecast, and it looks like I didn't see any more 90s. The warmest I saw was 85. Again? Yeah. So I don't know what that means. My bunion's been hurting, so I don't know. If
it's going to get. Does that mean it's going to get cold or rain?
I don't know.
Well, I know when my finger hurts when it's going to get cold.
It does.
Yeah, the one I cut off.
Yeah.
It aches when it's getting cold.
Yeah. I'm kind of depressed.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
What about?
Well,
do I need to have some counseling for you?
Well, you need to call somebody, and I don't know. I was I was reading an article. I mean, you and I both know that there are some foods that just aren't good for you.
True.
And you and I both keep eating those foods, knowing that, in other words, this really, what I'm getting ready to say, this really isn't necessary.
Okay. But you're going to say it anyway, right?
Yeah, I need to tell you.
Okay. Tell me.
So that I think they did it so that they'll be fashionable. Frito-Lay has just released organic versions of Doritos.
Oh, no.
Cut my wrist. Cut my wrist.
Negative.
Flog me 40 times. They have just released organic versions of Doritos, also organic versions of... It's hard.
Don't tell me. No,
Cheetos.
Cheetos.
Organic versions of Cheetos, Lay's, and Tostitos. But think about it, John. How do we get past organic Doritos?
I want the real thing.
It's just like people messing with a perfectly good slice of thick bacon.
I know.
I mean, they're going to mess with Doritos.
Why?
And then Cheetos, so they can be fashionable.
Probably make
how
pumpkin
you go
spice
in the
Doritos.
store. Yeah, you go in the grocery store now, and they got this aisle that has regular oranges, and then across that they have organic grown oranges. And of course, you think they're higher?
Just a little.
Just a little. You're exactly right. They're not necessarily better for you, these organic Doritos, calorie-wise or health-wise. But if you want Doritos that were made without genetically modified corn or potentially dangerous pesticides, I've been eating them for all these years. Why you want to mess with it? Why you want to reinvent the wheel? Leave my Doritos alone. I don't know who they're trying to reach.
I like to see you get fired up about something.
I mean, when you start messing with Doritos and Cheetos,
yeah,
you get in my wheel well. You getting them out? You know,
I ate some real Cheetos last night.
I did too.
I had a little bag of Cheetos.
You know, my wife.
Real crunchy Cheetos.
My wife. I went to get a few Cheetos.
Yeah. Did she try to limit you?
A teaspoonful of Cheetos. I said, honey, why would you leave a teaspoonful of Cheetos in the bag? Well, I didn't want to eat all of them. I could only eat as much as I could. I said, this is a teaspoonful of Cheetos.
Is that like two?
One and a half? It's like the dust at the bottom of the bag. I said, honey. So now I got to go, and now I've got to go and look for genetically modified Cheetos. I ain't buying them.
Negative.
They ain't getting none of my money. And leave my Doritos alone. Organically grown Doritos.
I want the real thing.
That's right.
If I'm going to eat it, it might as well be the real thing.
Hey, give it to me, baby.
That's right.
That's right. The Big 1400. Time now for a Sports Now update brought to you by Culver's of Clarksville with Justin Swallows.
This Sports Now update is presented by Culver's of Clarksville, famous for handcrafted butter burgers. Get yours at 140 Southampton Place.
College football season gets further underway tonight with various matchups scattered throughout the evening, including one featuring the Austin Peay State University Governors. Coach Will Healy and company arrived last night in Cincinnati in time to hold a final walkthrough at Paul Brown Stadium, home of the NFL's Cincinnati Bengals. The Gridiron Govs will kick off their season tonight in prime time with a 6 o'clock showdown against the University of Cincinnati Bearcats. Austin Peay fans can watch that game live on ESPN3. Also, there's big news today for area college basketball fans as Austin Peay's new head coach Matt Figger rolled out an ambitious 2017-18 schedule. In addition to revamping the Governor's roster, Coach Figger found time to put together the most fan-friendly out-of-conference home schedule in recent memory at APSU. The pre-conference home lineup features games against UNC Asheville, Troy, Alabama A&M, Miami of Ohio, and Western Kentucky. You can see the entire schedule and browse season ticket options online at apsugovernors.com. And lastly, today, just a quick reminder that 4 area high school football games for this weekend have been moved to Austin Peay's Forterra Stadium. Kenwood versus Northeast and Rossview versus Wilson Central will take place on Saturday at the P, starting at noon. Meanwhile, Friday night will feature Clarksville Academy against Zion Christian and Clarksville High versus Lewisburg, Mississippi, with action beginning at 4 p.m. From the WJZM Sports Desk, this is Sports Now, and I'm Justin Swallows.
Made to order, never frozen Midwest beef served on a toasted buttery bun is just the beginning at Culver's of Clarksville. The experience crescendos into fresh homemade custard that you can customize into delectable treats like sundaes, banana splits, or one of their signature concrete mixers. You'll be treated like family and fed like royalty at Culver's of Clarksville, near Exit 4 just off Wilma Rudolph Boulevard at 140 Southampton Place. Culver's of Clarksville. Welcome to Delicious.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Don't forget, Sports Now Update comes your way this afternoon, 3:20 and 6:20 with Justin Swallows, brought to you by Mr. Appliance. There's a new dating app that is available, and it only shows you a person's picture after you chatted with them a while. This dating app, it doesn't want people
What is it called, Craigslist, too?
Well, it doesn't want you to make snap decisions based on someone's pictures. No, they want you to waste time, 5 minutes talking to them and then make a snap decision based on their pictures. The app is called Taffy, and when you're browsing through people's profiles, you can only see their name, age, and a headline. And you can't see their picture until after you send about 10 messages back and forth. Goal, of course, is to make it so that people's personalities are worth as much as how they look. Well, will it work? Not to make snap judgment without a little more discussion, but, you can be a little skeptical. I don't know.
Just a little. A lot of times
it
a lot of
seems
times
like
the pictures aren't the real.
It started out, dating services, these online dating services started out.
Match.com.
Yeah, they had started out and they were very broad, and then they got specific as to ethnicity and race and religion and, whether you were looking for buxom women.
Buxom men.
I'm sorry,
Sorry.
But now
there could be buxom men.
their demographic, they're streamlining it even more and more.
I know.
And, like I said, we've talked before, I know some people who've had success with those online dating service.
That's good, because I haven't. All I get are the ones that are crazier than me. I mean, I've been to Murfreesboro. I've been all over on these weird...
You want me to hook you up?
No. I had that one time, and I said, never again. Blind date, and I wish I'd have been blind.
You were. Blinded by the light.
Yeah, like, get out of here. Get out quick. Get out.
Oh, come on now. The Big 1400, WJZM with Chuck Edwards, John Michaels. It is a Thursday, the 31st day of August. Good morning, Clarksville.
Raindrops, so many raindrops. It feels like raindrops falling from my eyes, falling from my eyes. Since my love has left me, I'm so all alone. I would bring her back to me, but I don't know where she's gone. I don't know where she's gone. There must be a cloud in my head. Rain keeps falling from my eyes. Oh no, it can't be teardrops, for a man ain't supposed to cry. So it must be raindrops, so many raindrops. It feels like raindrops falling from my eyes, falling from my eyes. There must be a cloud in my head. Rain keeps falling from my eyes. Oh no, it can't be teardrops, for a man ain't supposed to cry. So it must be raindrops, so many raindrops. It feels like raindrops falling from my eyes, falling from my eyes. It keeps on falling, falling from my eyes.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Well, we've got Atlanta Braves baseball this evening. The Braves are in Chicago to take on the Cubs. Airtime 6 o'clock. First pitch around 6:30. Around 6:35 on the Big 1400. Atlanta Braves, wait till next year. All right? That's what we say for the Braves.
That's right. Wait till next
not
year.
doing. You know, a lot of times you listen to music, and you listen to more music than anybody I know. But a lot of times there's songs that are covers that you don't even know that they were covers, that they were, made by someone else.
Yeah.
And it took somebody to make them famous. For example, Entertainment Weekly put a list together of some famous songs that you didn't know are covers. Cyndi Lauper's Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Okay.
It was originally by Robert Hazard.
Who?
Robert Hazard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tainted Love by Soft Cell. You remember that?
Yeah.
That was originally by Gloria Jones.
Oh.
Now
that was a big hit.
Here's one that you'll know.
Yeah.
Ring of Fire by Johnny Cash.
I fell in.
I fell in
To a burning ring of fire.
It was originally by Anita Carter.
Oh.
And this is one I didn't know, but Respect by Aretha Franklin was originally, I thought, was by Otis Redding. I thought Otis copied her, but she copied Otis. Yeah, she did.
Oh,
yeah.
She a tramp now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, she's not. She's not
No,
a
Aretha's
tramp.
not a tramp. I'm just joking.
Don't say that. Red Wine by UB40.
Yeah.
Now, I knew that was a cover.
Yeah.
Neil Diamond.
That's true.
Feeling Good by Nina Simone was originally in the musical The Roar of the Grease Paint. But that was just some, Are you ready for this?
I am.
And I knew this. Hound Dog by Elvis was originally recorded by Big Mama Thornton.
That's right.
That was down and dirty.
Yeah, it was.
You ain't nothing but a hound. I remember seeing a documentary on Big Mama Thornton. She was quite the blues singer.
She was.
Yeah. First Cut is the Deepest by Sheryl Crow.
Yeah.
Cat Stevens.
Yeah.
Originally by Cat Stevens.
Cat Stevens.
Yep. So, you know. And Killing Me Softly with his song by the Fugees was originally by Lori Lieberman and famously covered by Roberta Flack.
That's right.
Yeah. So there was, a lot of songs that you think this is the first time, but this is our second or third time going around.
Yeah, I apologize. It's Aretha. I'm sorry.
Oh, is it Aretha? Yeah. Tell her you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
He's sorry. He'll make up for it. We'll play some Aretha. Next week.
We will.
The big 1400 WJZM Radio. We need to take a break. We'll be back.
Only at Matthews Nissan's Clarksville's favorite new car dealer. 800 new and used. Auto credit challenged? We can help. 0% financing plus $1,000 NMAC cash on new 2017 Altima. 0% financing for 72 months on a new 2017 Rogue with approved credit for well-qualified buyers. New 2017 Versa S. $11,730. Incredible. Choose the 2017 Truck Trend Pickup Truck of the Year. The all-new 2017 Titan. And they all come with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper limited warranty. Military. Pay no tax and get extra incentives. Hurry to Harold Matthews Nissan or MatthewsNissan.com. You're going to love our prices. Stock number 31, 42, 49, 89. HL8 72524. All prices plus tax, title, and license. $13.89 per month per $1,000 financed at 0% for 60 months. $457 process fee included. Dealer to retain Nissan cash back, 2 or more at this price. Military offer restricted to full-time personnel stationed at Fort Campbell, Kentucky or Tennessee-based military facilities. Ends 9/5/17. Source, Leaf Chronicles, May 12, 2016.
The Big 1400 is WJZM, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Hopkinsville.
For real estate services, Byers & Harvey can do it all. Real estate sales, rentals, property management, commercial and residential development. Byers & Harvey is Clarksville's oldest independent real estate company and has given continuous service since 1878. Byers & Harvey have 3 locations to serve you: in North Clarksville, in the heart of downtown, and at Sango. For more information and listings, visit them online at byersandharvey.com. byersandharvey.com. Byers & Harvey, Clarksville's real estate company.
Investments, insurance, retirement planning. Do you have questions? Do you want someone to give you straight and honest answers? Are you not sure who to talk to? Call Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors and work with someone local right down the street. Mike Biggs with AXA Advisors has been in the business of relationships here in Clarksville for over 30 years, helping you find the answers to the questions, making sense of the confusion, and coming up with strategies to help you with the many choices and decisions that have to be made when it comes to planning for the future and planning for the here and now. Mike has a 30-year track record of trusted service to his clients and to the community and is a steady hand to turn to in these uncertain times. Give Mike a call today at his office at 931-245-5480 or on his cell at 931-320-1560 and let him help you with retirement today or planning for retirement for the tomorrows. Mike Biggs offers securities to AXA Advisors LLC NYNY 212-314-4600. Member FINRA SIPC and offers insurance and annuity products to AXA Network LLC.
Warren's Apothecary is much more than just a pharmacy. From prescriptions to home medical equipment, these folks have been taking care of families since 1960. They will take care of your prescriptions. They have certified fitters for mastectomy supplies. Warren's Apothecary has hospital equipment for sale or rent, and much more. Most insurances are accepted, and they have free delivery. Give them a call to find out more. 931-647-6791. Warren's Apothecary is located at 1647 Memorial Drive in Clarksville. Call 931-647-6791.
A few things I can count on in the morning. Not wanting to get up, but the alarm clock tells me I have no choice. A hot shower that gets me going, and the traffic that slows me down. But once I get to McDonald's, I can count on my kind of breakfast at a value. Like a sausage biscuit, burrito, crispy hash browns, or a small hot McCafe coffee starting at just $1 each. Or a sausage McMuffin for just $1.19. Count me in. A la carte only at participating restaurants. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
What's the most refreshing sound of summer? Close, but just listen. Aha, that's the sound of a fruity flavored Fanta orange soda new at McDonald's for just $1. Okay, keep listening. Hear all your friends in there popping around? Cannonball!
This summer, check fruity flavored ice cold refreshment off your bucket list. Hurry and dive into any size Fanta orange soda, new at Mickey D's for just $1, or get a small McCafe Frappe smoothie or shake for just $2. A la carte only. Limited time offer at participating McDonald's. Cannot be combined with any other offer or any combo meal. Fanta is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Greg Walker Sports Talk comes your way this afternoon, 4 to 6, here on the Big 1400.
There's a port on a western bay, and it serves 100 ships a day. Lonely sailors pass the time away and talk about their homes. And there's a girl in this harbor town, and she works laying whiskey down. They say, Brandy, fetch another round. She serves them whiskey and wine. The sailors say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. Yeah, your eyes could steal a sailor from the sea. Brandy wears a braided chain made of finest silver from the north of Spain. A locket that bears the name of a man that Brandy loved. He came on a summer's day, bringing gifts from far away, but he made it clear he couldn't stay. No harbor was his home. The sailor said, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. Yeah, Brandy used to watch his eyes when he told his sailor story. She could feel the ocean fall and rise. She saw its raging glory. But he had always told the truth. Lord, he was an honest man. And Brandy does her best to understand. At night, when the bars close down, Brandy walks through a silent town and loves a man who's not around. She still can hear him say, she hears him say, Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. But my life, my love, and my lady is the sea. Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio, where college football is back this Monday. UT football as they take on Georgia Tech September the 4th. Airtime is at 5:30, kickoff around 7 o'clock. All the action to the University of Tennessee football right here on the Big 1400. We're talking about the organically grown Doritos. There's been a disclaimer come out. I don't know. Did you see the movie The Wedding Planner? Yeah, there's a scene with Matthew McConaughey, and he's talking.
No, I did not.
He's talking about Jennifer Lopez, and he tells her in this movie, The Wedding Planner, that he only eats the brown M&Ms because they must have less artificial coloring because chocolate is already brown. But that's a Hollywood lie.
Yeah.
That's a big lie.
One of those Hollywood stories.
Speaking with a nutritionist, Entertainment Weekly says that they pointed out that all M&Ms have a candy coating, which isn't chocolate, and that the brown ones may even have more dye because the brown might require more mixing and darker colors.
Yeah, it's a candy coating on the outside, not chocolate. Oh,
no.
Call to the carpet.
M&M lover.
Go ahead.
Now, one of the screenwriters says that the line wasn't based on fact. In fact, it was something they pulled from their own real-life experience. Quote, it's a comedy. We're not putting out nutritional value documentary for our kids. Don't get nutritional information from a romantic comedy. Call your doctor if you want to know if M&Ms are healthy for you. So there you know, the brown M&Ms are, it was a line in a movie. It was a line in a movie. You can't believe everything that they say in the movies. They say it. It was a romantic scene between Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey that he said talked about chocolate M&Ms. I don't like chocolate. I don't know. A lot of people will pick out different colors of M&Ms because they like some colors, and some of them they don't. I personally don't like the regular M&Ms. I like the peanut M&Ms, but I don't pick them out. Do you pick out different colors of M&Ms?
No, I throw them all in and eat them at once. It doesn't matter to me. I just take them by the handful and.
Yeah, I'm a big peanut fan for the M&Ms.
I like M&M peanuts as well.
The Big 1400 WJZM Radio. It is 71 degrees at 8:45. Headed up to 9 o'clock with Roberta Flack.
The first ever I saw your face, I thought the sun rose in your eyes, and the moon and the stars were the gifts you gave to the dark and the endless skies. And the first time ever I kissed your mouth, I felt the earth move in my like the trembling heart of a captive bird that was there at my love. And the first time ever I lay with you, I felt your heart so close to mine, and I knew our joy would fill the earth and last till the end of time, my love. The first time ever I saw your face, your face, your face.
Big 1400, WJZM Radio, high school football. This Friday, Clarksville Academy versus Zion Christian Academy. Airtime 3:45. Kickoff at 4 o'clock if you want to listen to it on the Big 1400. If you're going to the game, it's going to be played at the Austin Peay Forterra Stadium, as well as Clarksville High School. Because of the rain, they moved these games around. Clarksville Academy will play at 3:45. Kickoff at 4, and then Clarksville High School will take on the Lewisburg, Mississippi Patriots. Airtime 7 o'clock, kickoff 7:30 on our sister station 105.1, The Wolf, Tennessee's Country Legends. So that gives you, if you into football.
If you're into football, it'll be a good night of it. Might be a little damp.
Yeah.
We call it the fish
there
bowl.
There was a article about, what things that you think are rude.
Yeah, like me.
Well, no.
Those people, when you say my name, they go, he's rude.
Some things that people think are rude today, I'm sure they change over time, but some of the results from a survey, according to this new survey, only 47% of people think that double dipping is rude. My wife always gets on me for that.
I don't know. I don't like that. That's one of my pet peeves.
Double
Please do not double dip.
Yeah.
Take a bite, dip it back in the bowl. Negative.
Not flushing after using the toilet.
That's
93% say it's rude. Yeah.
We used to have people do that at the old place.
Yeah. Unplugging your phone from the charger to plug theirs in without asking. I thought it was plugged up. 93% of people say that's rude. Not holding the door for you when you're running for the elevator. 89% say that's rude. Yep, that's rude. Eating off your plate without asking. Somebody eats off of, your plate.
Oh, yeah, off your own.
Yeah, 89%.
Reach over and grab that chicken wing off my plate. No, you give it back.
Let me taste that. How does that taste? Yeah, 89%. Finishing the milk and not replacing it. Have an empty carton, just like the Cheetos.
Yeah.
Finishing, leaving a teaspoonful of Cheeto crumbs in a Cheeto bag. Yeah. Using their phone while you're trying to talk to them, 80% say that's rude. These cell phones, they just...
Oh, don't you hate that when you're in line and the person in front of you is carrying on and talking?
And they put it on speaker so you hear them cussing and, it's just...
Yeah, or even when you don't hear what the other side is.
You hear one side of it.
Blah, 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 blah. You're like, gosh,
not replying to a text within a day. I think that's rude. If I text somebody, I would expect them to reply within a day.
Are you looking at me when you say that?
No, you always text. You always reply.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
I do.
Not offering to pay on a date.
Ooh,
now, if I were back in that realm of dating, of course I would pay. But I'm old school.
Paid. Yeah.
I'm old school.
The guy always
the
pays.
thing is, I always took it, if she paid, I was in trouble.
Yeah.
That meant she didn't want to go out with me.
Yeah, that's it.
She wanted to pay and get out of here.
We're going home.
Get away from me.
Take me home.
Not offering you a drink when you're at their house.
Yeah.
Well, but to me, it's not always whiskey that they're talking about. Would you like some tea, or you like a cup of coffee or something?
Yes.
I understand it. And ignoring your phone call and just texting you back instead. 20% said that's rude. Some of those are
rude people.
Yeah, the Big 1400. WJZM Radio.
You feel it, baby? I get too
big 1400 WJZM Radio. Chuck and John on a Thursday. Hard to believe that song, for those of you who don't know, is by Marky Mark. And that was before
for those of you who don't know who
that was before he became Mark Wahlberg.
That's true.
And his brother became Danny on Blue Bloods.
Yeah.
But they were in a group called Marky Mark, and so that's it. John just had to play that song.
Oh.
And I told him, I said, John,
don't play it. I know.
But
I
he
thought
just
it was
had
the
to play
Beach
it.
Boys.
Yeah. We always like to end our show with some good news, and with everything that's going on in Houston, there's lots of good news.
Wait a minute. Oh, it's the principal.
It's the principal.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
Yeah.
Of course, we've seen bad news about the flooding on the Gulf Coast over the last 24 hours. And we know how long it's going to take to recover from Harvey, years and years. But we've also seen a lot of inspiring stories. CNN's Drew Griffin was reporting from Beaumont, Texas yesterday when a guy drove into a ditch with 10 or 12 feet of water and his truck started floating away. But Drew and another guy ran over and pulled him out. Then he talked to them on live TV right afterward and thanked them for saving his life. There's also that new video from Tuesday about an elderly man in Houston being swept away in his SUV, but about 20 people formed that human chain
I
to
did
get
see
him.
that. That was neat.
And they get him to the hospital, and he was reunited with his son.
Good stuff.
I thought one of the most interesting stories and truly touching, a surgeon in Houston left his house while it was flooding the other day when he heard a 16-year-old kid needed a major surgery, and he was the only one who could do it. He drove part of the way to the hospital, then he hopped into a canoe with 2 firefighters and walked the last mile in waist-deep water to get there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just to get to the hospital.
Yeah. And we talk about, another brewer has stopped making beer to send bottled water. Oscar Blues makes Dale's Pale Ale and a few other beers. They're sending about 90,000 cans of fresh water to the Houston area. And, of course, we've already heard about makers of Budweiser and Miller Lite doing the same thing. I think there's just a lot of great things going on. And like I said,
you can say all the bad things about the country, but there are so many good things.
We're at our best when it's worst. I thought of that movie.
What was it?
Starman.
Starman, that's it.
Yeah.
That is it.
The Big 1400, WJZM Radio. Thank you for sharing this part of your Thursday with us. Hopefully we'll get a chance to get together again on Friday.
After I leave the principal's office.
Yeah, be well, my friend. Bye-bye.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone instead of me. Always seems to know the way. Then I look at you, and the world's all right with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day.
Famous WJZM.